And go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to IC Wrestling. Koltan Smith taking on Chris Carter. Chris Carter is the #1 contender for the Elite World Championship, and he will meet Chase at IC WrestleMania in a Falls Count Anywhere match for that title. But if Koltan Smith somehow defeats Chris Carter, it will be a triple threat match for the Elite World Championship. What are your thoughts on this match?
My thoughts are that Koltan Smith has a giant opportunity here to insert himself into the elite title match at WrestleMania. Is the opportunity of a lifetime. Everyone focuses on the IC Championship and what that represents, but they always forget that the Elite Championship is on the same level as the IC Championship. The Elite Championship is just as good, and it's held by just as good of a competitor in Chase.
I agree, and look at Koltan Smith just stumping away on Chris Carter. He really wants this shot.
He does. Well, this, like I said, is the opportunity of a lifetime. Shots like this, they don't come around very often, so you need to take advantage of it when you can.
And Smith with that knee right to the back of the head.
So Chris Carter, what a chance for him as well, because if he loses this match, his chances at WrestleMania go down drastically. So he is very focused. He needs to focus on keeping that match at WrestleMania a one-on-one contest with Chase, because that is his best shot of winning.
But you have to also think, if Koltan Smith is added to that match, and Koltan Smith could do more damage, they could actually team on the champion and make it an easier matchup themselves.
They could take out the champion and fight themselves. But in my opinion, it's better to have a one-on-one chance, because then you get a definite winner and a definite loser.
And speaking of teaming on the world champion, I mean, last year at IC WrestleMania, Scott Styles was in a triple threat match. The IC champion at the time, Troy Bishop and David Benson, destroyed him and retired him, and we could see that happen to the Elite champion this year.
Well, we could, but that's old news. We're talking about this year's WrestleMania. We're talking about Chase. We're talking about Chris Carter. Those two could team on him, but in my opinion, it would be a very smart idea, because they're going to wear themselves out, and then they're going to have to fight the two of them. It'll be a lot slower because they'll be worn out, and they'll give Chase a lot more time to recover.
True. And Chris Carter getting back in the ring here. Taking out the ref.
Who do you think is going to win this match? Ooh, the ref.
I think I'm gonna go with Chris Carter here, because I think Chris Carter is more determined than he ever would be, and he wants that one-on-one, and he's proving that right now.
Ooh, and a beautiful stun gun. I would have to disagree. I think Koltan Smith, he definitely knows what he's doing inside that squared circle, and I think he can pull it out.
But Chris Carter right now has the upper advantage.
What is he doing right now? What's he setting up for? And a spine buster.
That one-handed spine buster from Carter. And now,
what's this? He's setting up that torture rack neck breaker, and he hits it.
That could be
it for Koltan Smith with the cover. 1, 2. No, not even a 2 count.
Koltan Smith, one of the greatest up-and-coming stars in IC.
Well, if Koltan Smith doesn't win this match, he's definitely put on a good showing against Chris Carter. Maybe he can go for the Insanity or the recently vacated Cruiserweight Championship.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that do not know, Chase has recently vacated his Cruiserweight Championship, and it will be Trey Baker taking on Alex Lee for that title.
1, 2, no.
In a tables match in the pre-show of IC WrestleMania 7.
You know, everyone obviously wants to get a match at the Showcase of Immortals, IC WrestleMania.
Yes.
But it's got to be a bittersweet moment to be in a match on the pre-show. Yes, you're in a match at WrestleMania, but how many people really watch the pre-show?
I have to agree with you there. I mean, I think Trey Baker and Alex Lee are more, happy that they actually have a match because, I mean, there are many competitors that don't even have a match at all that day. So, they have that over the other competitors that aren't booked.
You got to think everyone wants that WrestleMania moment, but can you really consider a win on the WrestleMania pre-show a true WrestleMania moment?
No, I don't think you can. But you have to start somewhere, and the cruiserweight title is the perfect place to start. If you win that cruiserweight title in the pre-show of WrestleMania, I mean, just imagine what you could do in a mid-card title match.
Deadlift, sit-out powerbomb. I'm taking a page out of Cliff Barton's book. 1, 2, no.
And Chris Carter obviously acknowledging the IC champion here.
Clearly. I mean, Cliff Barton doesn't move all the time. Chris Carter possibly taking shots at the IC champion.
So and look at this.
You next. What is this? Electric chair. Going for that electric chair. Half Nelson one more time.
One-winged angel. One-winged angel from Koltan Smith.
1, 2.
No. I thought that was it. I thought it was going to be a triple threat at Mania.
Well, Chris Carter is in fact resilient. So with the back suplex now. So, let me get your thoughts on the state of the Elite Championship right now. What do you think?
I think that the Elite title is obviously not being looked at the same way the IC title is, but I think most people are just kind of ignoring that title because obviously the IC title has IC in the name and cover here and a kick out from Smith. And I think
I'd have to agree.
I think that people just kind of look down upon that title, saying that one of the only defenses so far was a forfeit, so nobody's really there's not many matches involving that title.
Hang on, partner. We got a torch rack neck breaker here. I think it's over.
Carter
with the cover.
Gonna make it a one-on-one.
1, 2. No.
Barely a 2 count.
To agree with the Elite title. People, they always look to Cliff Barton, the IC champion, but they need to remember that Chase is the Elite champion, and the Elite championship is just as prestigious as the IC championship.
Yes.
I think they often forget that, but that's a good thing for Chase because that means he has little to no competitors for his title. No one's really gunning for him. And he hasn't really competed much lately, so I wonder what's going to happen with that. He's become somewhat of a part-timer.
True. And I have to get your thoughts on the man who almost took the IC title from Cliff Barton, Drake Walker. His retirement match at WrestleMania was announced, and he will be facing his former partner and former rival, Hall of Famer Michael Martinez. What are your thoughts on this match?
Well, whenever Michael Martinez makes a big return, it is definitely just that big. But you got to think, Drake Walker versus Michael Martinez, while it may not be in the main event of WrestleMania, it is definitely a main event caliber match. It is definitely one of the biggest matches on the card, and it doesn't even have a title involved. That takes some serious
and the
skill.
final
but here
cut.
we go with the final cut. Cover. 1, 2. No.
Barely kicking out of that
so
one.
Far. What are your thoughts on that match?
I think that Drake Walker and Drake Walker and Michael Martinez have had great matches in the past. They fought for leadership of the company. They fought for world titles and just great matches in general. They fought in countless types of matches and put on great shows. And I think that WrestleMania will be no different.
I do think that these two, they've never had a bad match together. Every time they've met inside that squared circle, it's been nothing short of magic.
Oh, and a pile driver from Smith.
Vicious pile driver. Speaking of Drake Walker, he will be in action next.
Yeah, and I cannot wait to see this match. It will be the legend Drake Walker against a new superstar called Ryan Seal. What do you think about that?
Well, if you're gonna have your first match, who better than to face Drake Walker? But I'm just getting word that the man that caused Drake Walker to retire last week, Cliff Barton, will be at ringside for that match. What do you think of that?
Oh man, of course everyone knows what happened this past week with Drake Walker and Cliff Barton in the ring, and Barton basically told Walker that he respects him, and Walker literally spit in the face of him and walked off. So I'm sure that the IC champion isn't very happy with that.
Well, you gotta think, out of all the people, why would you spit in the face of Cliff Barton? Drake Walker knows how dangerous this man is, so what was going through his head when he did that?
I think that Drake Walker was trying to anger Cliff Barton so he would be even more vicious in his matches, and he's not going to be able to really fight him since he's retiring. So I think he was just trying to make him even better than he is.
Oh, but hang on, with the pin after the spine buster. 1, 2. No. It's a very good match so far. But so you think that Drake Walker is trying to bring the best out of Cliff Barton?
Yes.
Okay, but do you think that fired on Drake Walker, considering that Cliff Barton will be at ringside and anything could happen?
I don't think that Drake Walker's career could really be defined by one loss near the end of his career. He already showcased and proved what he can do, and I think Cliff Barton possibly interfering in the match won't hurt him at all.
I don't think so, but it could cost Drake Walker the win.
Going for the final cut here.
I think that would do more for the young upstart than it would hurt Drake Walker.
True. It would definitely help the newcomer way more than it would hurt Walker.
I think this match is coming to a close here. What's going to happen? Going once again for the third time. That torture rack neck breaker. Can he hit it?
Is it still gonna be a 1-on-1?
It's all over. 1, 2.
No. Somehow
Wow.
Koltan Smith has kicked out from the third torture rack neck breaker from Chris Carter.
Chris Carter wondering, what do I have to do to put away Koltan Smith? What does he have to do?
Oh, you just got to stay on your opponent and do as much damage as you can. If they keep kicking out, you don't let them go. You keep going. You keep attacking them.
This is steep, son. Oh, here we go. Another deadlift power bomb by Chris Carter. Bang.
That has to be it.
With the pin. 1. No.
What? A kick out at 1.
How? Koltan Smith really wants this match at WrestleMania. Chris Carter says no, though.
And look at the strength right here.
Another move out of Cliff Barton's cage. That's literally Cliff Barton's signature.
Chris Carter.
I think Chris Carter's
right
trying
to
to
the
make
head.
a statement here tonight. What would you do, partner, if we saw Chris Carter do the KO punch like Cliff Barton does?
That would be insane. I wouldn't even know what to say after that.
Taking all these moves out of Cliff's arsenal, I think he's trying to make a statement saying, I'm coming for you.
And Cliff Barton has the biggest target on him. He is the IC champion. Everybody in IC wants that title. They want to be at the top.
Well, even if he didn't have the IC title, he'd have the base target on him because he's just simply the biggest man.
True. But everybody wants that title, and he's the man that's holding it.
Who could you see taking the title off of him?
Well, I predicted that Drake Walker was going to do it, and he would have done it if Cliff Barton was not under that rope. And now, unfortunately, Drake Walker is going to retire at WrestleMania. But I could see if Michael Martinez would decide to go full time, I think I could see him dethroning Cliff Barton. I could see possibly the Elite Champion Chase dethroning him.
Oh, hang on here. With boom, electric chair, half Nelson, with the pin. 1, 2.
No!
Wow.
How?
What a match. Colton trying everything.
This is what WrestleMania is all about right here.
Look at this. The chance to have a match at WrestleMania. Men will die for that chance, and we're seeing that right here tonight. How amazing. Men will give their bodies, they will put their lives on the line for that opportunity.
Incredible performance here by both men. And a scoop slam from Smith.
No matter who wins this, both men have definitely earned their place in WrestleMania.
Koltan Smith kind of reminding me of the retired Shawn Michaels from World Wrestling Entertainment.
We don't talk about that place. That place has been dead for a few years. We're not going to mention that minor promotion.
And look at this. Bloody Sunday.
1916.
Bloody Sunday from Koltan Smith. That has to be it.
Wow. How is that right at 1? Yeah, we have 2 commentators. We're not WWE where there's 15, okay? We don't,
we have 2 from
we
each
don't
country.
associate with them. Yes. Alright, but what are we gonna do? Okay, Irish whip into, wow.
The strength.
Koltan Smith.
Both men showcasing each quality and skill that they have.
This match, definitely match of the night so far. I don't know what match on the card could top this.
And don't forget later tonight, Cliff Barton defending his IC championship in that 3-on-1 gauntlet.
Well, if there's any man that can do it, it's the bulldozer, Cliff Barton.
And Carter looking for something here.
Ooh.
Oh no, going for that one-winged angel.
Time. Can this be enough to put him away?
Connected. 1, 2.
2.
No.
Wow. How is he kicking out?
This is a WrestleMania category match right here.
These two should face at WrestleMania. I would love to see that triple threat. Imagine adding Chase into this mix.
Oh yeah. Oh.
This is close down outside the ring.
The ref distracted Smith and Carter took advantage of that.
They're gonna have to pay off the ref to win this. And the ref bringing back Chris Carter saying, don't you fucking go out there.
The ref being impartial towards both competitors.
Well, that's what we pay our refs for. What is Chris Carter doing here? Stalking Koltan Smith.
Stalking Smith, and Smith fighting back.
Ooh. Smith tried to fight back, but Chris Carter caught him. What do they have to do to put their opponent away at this point? This match is going on for a long time.
Each move at this point could be the determining factor that ends this match. And Chris Carter
saying it's over. Going for that torch rack neck breaker.
For the 4th time.
Away, but this could be it. With the cover. Uno, dos, tres. It's over. It
Chris
is a
Carter.
one-on-one match at WrestleMania.
It will be Chris Carter versus Chase for the Elite World title at WrestleMania.